On first down, it's Gurley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
14.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Maverick. Pull down. Check. Hard ball. Check. Flat no.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On first down, gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks from a yard out. And the Rams are in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Zerline out now to kick this one away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Tiger, tiger. 180.
Foles. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Easy, easy.
Now Foles. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 28 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Merlin, Merlin.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back now in Los Angeles. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Super 66. Maverick, Maverick.
Goff on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The gain of 39 that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and now it's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, let's go. Go, ground. Ground. Ground.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try the air now with Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Shell. 17. 17. 17.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, purple 16. PS4. Hey, sound one, sound one.
Here's Foles. Hurts over the middle. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Foles now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Now they turn the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This will be from 53 for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. One last throw here for Goff. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a